good to be home.
You had quite the eventful weekend.
What a weekend it was. Never been to Montana before.
Me neither.
Have you?
Never. Never.
And it's got a little bit of this like fantasy dream to it. Like, you know, you hear about Montana and the ranches and
Yellowstone.
It's an idea.
Is Yellowstone Wyoming or Montana?
It was.
It's Montana.
I think it's Montana.
Yeah,
there
I think
was
it is
Yellowstone gear.
Oh, then yeah, it's definitely Montana.
And the locals said that the guy actually did a really accurate job with that time in Yellowstone. Like it was like a real thing.
When you say, are you referring to maybe the older ones that are like when they were settling the area?
I guess.
Or you're talking about like the John Dutton one?
I've never seen it. I'm gonna assume John Dutton. It's like that's like what goes down, but maybe not.
I need to pause here. You've never.
I saw the first episode and a half
of the original with Kevin Costner.
Isn't that the only one?
No, there are like two more.
Oh, the original season, you mean?
So look, you have Yellow.
I just went along with it with those. I was like, oh, cool.
You have to think about this in terms of like the Marvel universe. Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
Like the cosmos.
Well, no.
Marvel.
Yeah, I'm not a Marvel guy. I'm not an action superheroes movie
I don't know
guy.
the difference. It's like the AFC and the NFC
Right.
in NFL. I don't know which teams are which.
But you have in these superhero universes, you have Iron Man, you have Captain America, you have Spider-Man, you have these different people.
So
right?
many of them.
You have to think about Yellowstone.
The Green Lantern.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Nobody knew about him.
That's the worst one.
Silver Surfer.
The Green Lantern. What does the Green Lantern even do?
I
honestly don't know.
He's like a lightning bug in my mind.
We're getting off topic. I want to stay on Yellowstone.
Sorry.
You have to think about Yellowstone like a universe. You have Yellowstone, okay? That is like the first show that came out. It's set in modern day, current day Montana.
That's the one I watched.
Okay, that's Kevin Costner.
Yep.
He's John Dutton.
The
Yellowstone
big
Dutton.
helicopter.
Yeah, the Dutton Ranch. You know, he's trying to keep his ranch from being overtaken by, other like
developers.
Developers, all that stuff. Then I don't know how far into it, but they spun off like prequel series. So then it was like Yellowstone. I'm making up the numbers, but it was like Yellowstone 1863. Ooh. And so it was. I think that first one was like
how it was settled, how it got to be.
Yes, it was like John Dutton's,
that's what they're talking about.
John Dutton's great-great-grandfather. And it was his story of like moving from wherever he was and moving out west to settle that land. And everything he went through, fighting off Native Americans, fighting off, sickness. And I didn't watch the whole thing. I did watch some of it. I thought it was really good. But then you have like a second one that is maybe the generation after him. So it's a generation between the original and John Dutton. And I don't know if they made a third one. Okay. I don't know how many there are, but there are multiple.
But that was linear. So it would be like present day, and then the next season was back in the 1800s.
Yes.
And then the next season might be
like early 1900s.
So they weren't like two of them going at the same time.
I don't think so.
Kevin just needed a break.
Yeah.
He ended up not finishing the show, right?
No.
Did they kill him off?
They did.
I'm not going to watch it.
No spoiler
I'm
alerts.
not going to watch it.
No
spoiler alerts for anybody?
Hold on. You're never going to watch it?
I don't. In the next 2025, I don't see myself just sitting down and watching
This
it.
is really surprising to me.
Because you think I would love it? Or am
I
a
think
Montana
you would love
guy?
it. I think you would love it.
Okay.
I have a.
You didn't even finish it.
Oh, I did finish it.
Oh, I thought you said
I finished the original. Yellowstone. The John Dutton modern day, current day.
Oh, you never went back.
I didn't go back. The early ones, people say they're great. They didn't grab me as much,
Oh, so you're all the way done with Kevin Costner.
I'm all the way done with the
happened
Kevin
to
Costner version.
His whole monopoly up there.
And I'm really surprised that you are so like, I'm not going to watch it.
No, I think I could see myself being there. I'm not in a rhythm in my life right now where I can just burn it, just burn some time, Maybe when football's over next week, I'll be like, okay, Rachel, we gotta do something.
Are you watching anything right now?
I don't think I am.
Okay.
I don't think I am. We watched Nobody Wants This, which is great.
Yeah.
Did you watch it by yourself or was it with Kimberly?
Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Okay, well...
There's even a lesser chance of me doing it if Rachel's not on board. Does that make,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know Rachel's taste in media that well. I know that we started it at Blackberry Farm.
Great place
so it was
to
one,
start
one
anything.
One of our trips there, we were like, hey, we've heard a lot about this. We watched the first episode, maybe episode and a half.
Yeah.
I just instantly loved it.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
The language.
Oh, violence.
There's some sex
right
in there.
Right.
The violence.
Yeah. It's raw.
It's intense.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of like, if you ever watched The Sopranos.
Yeah.
It's that level of violence, language.
Just rough.
Which, candidly, it doesn't make me feel good either. I don't feel good watching it. It gets me like...
all tense.
Amped up.
So much conflict.
Yes, and I don't think it's good. I wrestle with it because I love the show. I think it's a great show. But
the last thing I remember,
love the way I feel watching.
The last thing I remember was a firefight in the middle of the night with a bunch of dudes on horseback, and I think even helicopters were shooting stuff. I mean, they were fighting over this land in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
maybe. It was intense.
Yeah.
So all that to say, Rachel was speaking at a church. Up in Kalispell.
Oh, you guys actually went there.
Oh, yeah, this weekend. I was at Yellowstone.
Yeah.
We were in Kalispell, which is basically Canada. It's so far away. A little hidden jewel.
Okay.
Stayed at a little lodge in Whitefish, Montana.
Oh, that's a great name.
Great name. I mean, I was looking for
Whitefish.
stickers, hats, anything. Stickers. So the church is amazing. The pastor, Jenny, and Levi are amazing people. As part of their tradition, when people come in to speak at their church, they put you through a ritual of hot tub, a Montana cold plunge in a feeding trough that has ice cubes floating in it because it's like 19 degrees out there. And then you finish up in a dry sauna. Well, I got into that cold plunge, man, and we do it for 3 minutes. I got in. I thought I had hit my timer on my watch, and I'm starting to get all woozy. And I look at my watch to check the time. I had not pushed the button. So I don't know how long I had been in there.
You had my problem. You forgot to push the button.
Did you push the button?
I pushed the button.
Good. No disclaimers on this one.
Yeah.
So, dude, I'm just like, well, I guess it's been 3 minutes. I get out, go in the sauna, and then I start getting these heart palpitations. And this is not new. I have PVCs.
Like plastic pipes? Like plumbing pipes?
I hope not. Like PECs, flexible, you know.
Yeah.
It's premature ventricular contractions. It's very common. They're very benign. It's basically where your heart just beats a little bit quick every once in a while. So I have them like once a day.
What do they feel like?
It feels like a little frogs in your chest just kicking you a little bit. And then it just goes back to normal.
How fast?
Fast.
Like
super quick quiver.
Like this?
Yeah.
You like this thing I'm doing?
Yeah. I mean, just a little, like a bullfrog. Maybe a tree frog. But sometimes they're so intense it'll make me cough even.
Oh.
So usually it's once a day. Well, dude, I go into what I thought was like arrhythmia. It was all the time. It was constant. And I'm sitting in this sauna trying to be like, that was awesome.
Trying to man up a little bit.
Trying to be like,
you don't want to freak out.
Can't wait for church tomorrow. And I'm freaking out inside. Like I'm way up in my head.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Wake up in the middle of the night. They're still there. Try to fall back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Wake up in the morning. They're still there. And I'm like,
I'm nervous for you just hearing this.
I am freaking out.
Yeah.
It's so distracting. And I'm assuming it's related to these PVCs, but I thought, well, maybe it's triggered something. Maybe my heart is out of rhythm. So I was really scared. Luckily, I have been seeing a cardiologist for a long time now. So I called them. They have an on-call doctor. Probably woke them up. Honestly, she was yawning on the call. She was like, yeah, it's probably PVCs, and the cold plunge probably just activated them, and they might go away today. They might go away in a month. You don't really know.
Whoa.
And I was like, are you serious?
A month?
Yeah. So ironically, I had my annual this morning, and everything's fine.
With the
Everything
cardiologist?
with the cardiologist.
Okay.
EKGs are fine. My blood pressure's fine.
Yeah. Do you do the calcium score?
I've only done that. I did that probably 10 years ago. It's like an X-ray.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah. I mean, it's crazy how kind of casual they were with it.
With your heart.
With my heart. And they're the ones that should be dramatic. Like, they're the ones that are like, whoa, let's try to get that on a chart. But I remember the first time I went in, he was like, I mean, I could send you home with a machine and charge you $5,000 to try to catch one on a graph.
Yeah.
But it's just going to show a PVC, and they're totally benign. So that was wild.
Do you know what my mind goes to whenever you're talking about this?
No.
Who would I replace him with?
Oh, wow. Like the next week. Like you have 1 week to continue dropping episodes, and you got to sit somebody in.
And then I go.
Okay, then you have a guy.
And then I go, could I find somebody that kind of looks like him?
My brother.
That's what I do.
Oh, man. I feel so cared for. Thank you for really meeting me.
I would start calling Kyle Winnie.
You know, we do look alike, and we sound alike, so you're already there.
Yeah, I'd have to fatten him up a little bit.
Yeah, well, just put him on a beta blocker and
Who would I replace
tell
him
him not to eat pork.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I kind of feel like a lemon. I feel like a lemon.
Like a bad one?
Like a bad car where you're
yeah.
like, oh, man, well, I got this and this thing. And then part of it's like I'm being responsible with my health. But then at the same time, I'm like, geez, does everybody have a thing?
Yeah, I think everybody
has a thing.
I really do, dude. I just said I really do, dude. The more people you meet, can you think of somebody who doesn't have something? Something.
Probably not.
Does Rachel? You don't have to say it. Does Rachel have something?
Rachel doesn't do half of what I do health-wise.
Right.
And every time she goes to the doctor, they're like, are you a marathon runner? Your blood pressure's perfect.
So she doesn't have anything.
She's going to outlive me by 25 years.
Those are
I've
the
already
ones...
decided that. So
maybe.
I'm over here hustling, working out, trying to eat well. I have a cardiologist.
Yeah, but you got
which
PVCs.
Is cool.
Like you kind of need that.
That's responsible.
Yeah.
I started going to the doctor when we had kids. Between college and having kids, that was probably 10 years.
Didn't go to the doctor.
I mean, nothing.
No physicals.
Sorry, Rachel, but like
no physicals, no nothing.
I got responsible when I had Amelia.
Yeah.
Because it was like, all right.
That makes sense.
It matters.
Yep.
I'm on the map.
Yep.
I haven't started this podcast with Chris yet.
That's right. I probably need
You probably need a policy on me.
I was going to say, do I need a key man policy on you?
Yeah, you probably need a policy on me.
I might have to pay somebody to take over.
Amazing weekend. We got to ski Saturday. Great people at Fresh Life Church. And, gosh, it's a long way away. I'm probably not going to buy any land out there.
How long does it take you to get there?
Probably 5 hours on a plane. I mean,
that's a lot.
It was we connected through Denver.
Yeah.
And then you got to get up and go again. You're like, oh, well, Colorado and Montana, they got to be pretty close, right? No,
they're not.
It was 2.5 more hours.
Wow.
To get up to Kalispell.
You could get to Panama City Beach in that time.
Man, I tell you what, you can drive to PCB.
No.
In 5 hours? It'd be illegal.
Yeah, you would have
maybe
to
6.
Speed.
Give me 6
no
hours.
Stops.
Give me 6 hours.
6 easy.
Okay.
You'd be on the beach in 6 hours from here.
Gate to gate. All right.
I love that story.
Thanks for thinking about just how important it is to fill this seat. So
yeah.
I feel very valuable.
It's an important seat to fill.
Yeah, I tell you what. What are we talking about today?
We're going to talk about everyday carry.
Yeah. EDC.
EDC.
I geek out on EDC.
You do?
I dream about, now I haven't changed EDC with me for a long time, but I dream about what's something that I could add to my repertoire.
Yeah. So let me ask you this first. How would you define EDC? How do you define it?
Everyday carry is the thing that you almost subconsciously at this point in life walk out the door with.
Yeah.
Like you're not even thinking about it.
Is it on your person? Is it in a backpack? What
I
do you
think it's primarily on your person, but then I would expand it to the car. Like the car is your home base when you're away from home. Mm-hmm. And so I would add that to the list. I don't have that in here today. It's just on my person. But I think if you got to get back to the truck or whatever, like that's
because
it's a good fallback.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here thinking about it, going like, well, I would have included like my backpack and even some of the contents of the backpack that always stay in there.
Yeah, absolutely. My backpack is in my car all the time.
Yeah.
And I think about it because we have so many smash and grabs around here, but I run the risk. But my backpack's always in the truck. If I leave without it, I'm like, even if I'm not using it that day, I feel a little.
Was that a joke about smash and grabs?
No.
We have smash and grabs?
In Nashville?
Well, we're not in Nashville.
Absolutely in Williamson County. Absolutely.
Really? That's going on?
Don't park your car in the driveway. If you do, lock it and clean it out. It's all the time, especially around Christmas. I had a rock hit my windshield a couple of months ago. Had to go to Safe Light, and it was
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace. That's going to be a reel.
Wow. Link it. Anyways, I had to go to the shop because it was a windshield replacement that was kind of specialized because it has this adaptive cruise control. While I'm sitting there,
hide money.
Jeez. Once you get it, you'll never go back. Once you get it, you'll never go. You know what that is, right?
I don't even know what it is. What is it? You got to explain it to me.
On the interstate, you set your cruise, and it will manage the car in front of you, manage a certain distance in front of you, so you literally don't have to think other than steer the car. My minivan has it. It's not a money thing. The Honda minivan has it. The Honda minivan is the greatest invention of the modern world.
Can you feel my eye roll right now?
I see it. I see it. We were talking about driving to Panama City. You would love it. It saves so much energy.
It does sound, because I do love cruise control on road trips, but there's a constant like, okay, where do I need to go? Where do I need to let off? Where do I need to re-engage?
Don't worry about it. Adaptive cruise control. Now, let me go back. So I'm sitting in Safe Light.
Yeah.
9 out of the 10 people that came in the door were people from out of town that had parked in a garage that had their window of their rental car smashed in. And they said everybody in the row of the parking garage, they just hit all the cars straight down the row. Bam, grab, and gone.
It's like it's downtown San Francisco around here.
We don't have many garages here, but
I would not expect that here.
It's happening.
This is a little surprising to me. And I guess maybe like we live out in the country, our driveway's really long. You got to know where you're going to get there. So we don't have people.
You're not a efficient smash and grab.
Yeah.
You live on acreage.
You got to really work for it.
But a neighborhood where they've got a few cars out, go for it.
I didn't realize that was a problem here.
So, I'm going to let you kick off today.
All right.
Tell me about your EDC habits.
Yeah, I thought about it kind of similarly. I thought about it like, what do I have on my person that you can count on it? If I'm at Publix, if I'm on a date with my wife, if I'm here in the office, these things are always on me. I almost included my sunglasses, but I didn't because I don't always have them on me.
It's good.
So, but I stuck to like, what is on my person all the time?
Yep.
And my first thing is my wallet. Did you include your wallet? It's my wallet.
If I don't have my wallet, I don't have my life.
Now, I will tell you, I'm thinking about making a wallet change.
Oh, gosh. How often does that happen? Like every 12 years?
I've had this one a long time.
Yep.
This one, it's not going to surprise you, is made in Louisville, Kentucky.
Made in the United States.
By a company called Clayton and Cruze.
That does not surprise me.
And they probably still make this. I've at least had this 7-8 years. So you can see, like, it's well worn. Hey, it's not going to surprise you either. I have my initials right there.
Is it in a, like, diagonal pattern?
No, it's just a standard CHT
burned in there.
pattern. But I keep my, I keep my ID and I keep my cards. Now,
okay.
The problem I'm running into with this
Pull them
wallet.
out. Pull them out.
Oh gosh.
I need to see all the cards.
But then is my card number going to get?
Are you kidding?
I don't know, dude.
Our cameras aren't that good.
There are a lot of cards.
Well,
in here.
just flip through them and tell me what they are.
Well,
What's
I've
that
got,
green one?
I've got my personal debit card,
Okay.
and then everything else is a business card.
Why are they on one side? What
Well,
are
these are
those?
the three I use the most.
Got it.
So this is my personal debit card, my business debit card, and my business Spark card.
With a
My
Q.
cash back. No,
With
it's
a-
a Capital
okay.
One Spark business. So I am.
Cool.
I have
And then
almost always done business on credit cards, but I'm getting away from that.
Okay.
I'm really changing that, and so, but I do keep it like if because I run into limits on the debit card, like you can only put 2,500
Yeah.
a day or something like. I'll run into a limit every now and then. And it's like okay,
that hotel's
I'll use the credit card, but then I'll go the next day and pay that purchase.
Yeah.
So because I don't want to carry a balance anymore, I don't want to do that.
yeah. Okay.
And then they're just all like it's an Eli Mason Amex. It's I do carry my Costco card in here,
That's important.
but like I'm
For
running
those
into
rare times that you're in the mood.
Well, I love Costco.
I do too, if I'm in the mood.
I understand what you're saying,
It's just a little,
Yeah.
it's like watching Yellowstone sometimes.
but I have our wine purchases almost are exclusively Costco now.
Yeah.
I have
Good selection.
I have become obsessed with the Costco wine selection. Me and a buddy trade text often about like, okay, you
Found
tried
this
this,
one.
it's great.
Yep.
You tried this, okay, try this one. There are some great articles out there. I'm getting on a little bit of a sidetrack. I found a great article where two sommeliers reviewed all of the Kirkland wine releases.
Wow.
And rated them.
Okay.
And so it's like, oh, there are some
Yeah.
Kirkland releases. You're talking about $7, $12, $14 that they're like, this is an amazing
Table
wine.
wine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing wine. So I carry my Costco card and then all my business, Eli Mason card, Good Southerner card,
Yeah.
Yonder Hats card, all that stuff.
Do you have a handgun carry permit in there?
No.
Do you have a permit?
I did, but I don't think we have to have it in Tennessee anymore.
Oh, really?
I don't think that's a thing in Tennessee anymore.
Wow. We need to follow up on that.
I
didn't
know. I want to confirm that, but I
Yep.
don't think you have to have it. I think if you're 21 or over in the state of Tennessee now, and
Right.
you legally purchase a gun, you can
think
carry
that's
it with you.
true because
Yeah.
I remember reading if you're 18 or older and in the military, you can carry one.
Yes, I think that's right.
Okay.
We might be wrong. I'm not 100%
Was that
knowledgeable.
Bill Lee?
I think it
Under
I
his
think
administration?
I think it was pre-Bill Lee.
Haslam? Anyways,
I don't know.
so you're if you get pulled over
Yeah.
and you have a gun in your backpack or wherever it is.
I always say to
You
the
say-
officer,
You don't-
officer,
Yeah.
I just want to give you a heads up. I do have a firearm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pistol. It's in my backpack. It's in the back.
Okay.
I always give them a
And-
heads up.
and
It's
so
in the
you're-
console.
Carry permit or not anymore, you just say that.
I always
and
tell
you're
them
not
that.
saying I don't have a. Did you have a permit?
Yes,
You did. Okay.
I did have a
So you're like
handgun
on
permit.
file, your fingerprints.
I'm
all
on
that.
file. I'm on file. Yeah. So if I needed to get it
Fascinating.
again, but I don't think you have to in Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah.
Now this is where okay, real quick, back to the wallet. I am considering a wallet change
Yeah, I want to hear about that.
because I feel like I'm running into limitations with this wallet that I want to carry maybe a few more things, but I feel like I'm maxed out here. And so I've been looking into Ridge wallets,
Okay.
and I have people that love them. I have people that hate them.
Are those the carbon metal ones?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
But like they go, oh, 15 cards. Like, no problem. Well, I don't have 15, but I got
That's a lot.
8 that I'm like, this feels a little snug in here.
Yeah.
But this is a great wallet. It's got a little bit of a,
No
this
cash. No cash?
Normal.
Bless you. Gosh.
Normally I carry some cash. But right now I'm not. I don't know why.
Normally you do.
Normally I carry some cash.
Just in case. Tips.
a tip,
cash.
I have to go valet somewhere,
Yeah,
something
okay.
like that. But I never ever use it except for tips.
Yeah. You'd have to go out and
Yeah.
be like, I'm going on a trip.
If I were going on a trip 100%,
Yeah.
I would have some cash with me.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
So that's
So
my
tell me,
first one.
why do you need more than that? What's the Ridge wallet do for you? Does it have like a bottle opener on it or something?
I mean, if you were holding this right now, like it's kind of, they're in here
Tough to-
snug and it's tough to get them out,
Yeah.
retrieve them, put them back in. that these Ridge wallets, they got this little button, like you
Oh, it shoots them up?
like you slide it, you little thumb thing or whatever, and it slides up.
Yeah.
And it makes them easier to retrieve.
That's cool.
And I don't know, they kind of look cool, but I haven't done it. I'm still doing my research.
The reason I'm not, I just like leather.
I do
Something
love
about
leather.
just a good leather.
They make a leather Ridge wallet,
Okay. Well,
a leather coat. Like it's got a leather coating on it.
you may need to look into
But I
that.
do love leather, and I do love that this was made in Louisville. I love that. That's my first one. You got a wallet.
Me too. It's a Colonel Littleton. It's called the Front Pocket Wallet.
Linville, Tennessee.
However, and it's warranted, it says on here. Stamped.
Probably for life.
Linville, Tennessee, USA. Front pocket wallet. I am not a front pocket wallet ever.
Me neither.
Even in a country where you might want to carry it in your front pocket.
Yep.
If you're getting it out of my back pocket and I don't notice it, that's on me. I mean, you would really have to get in there
Yeah.
to get it. Super small. I used to be in college. I was like the
big wallet.
I mean,
guy.
I might have even had like a Padfolio in there that like opens up.
Yeah, that's
and you have
crazy.
like.
That's crazy.
But I wanted to, be that guy. And then now I'm a minimalist. It's super
That is super thin.
thin.
Yep.
It's a debit card. It's a business debit card. It's a insurance card, carry permit, which by the way does say lifetime on it. And
Interesting.
then my driver's license, which I had to redo recently to get this gold star on there.
Oh,
because you can't fly.
I haven't done that yet.
I mean, who makes this stuff up?
When does that go into effect?
And then some cash.
When does the gold star thing happen?
Sometime this year is my guess, but
Okay.
I don't even know.
Mine expires this year, so that's probably
Well, that's convenient.
yeah.
So, leather, small,
I love
cash.
it. You want me to do my next one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
See
gonna
if-
go.
I'm gonna try to see if I match.
I'm gonna go knife.
Good night.
Now,
What?
I should have prepared for this better because I can't remember what this knife is called.
What a blade.
I know who makes it, but I don't remember what it's called. This is a knife made by a guy named Quentin Middleton in Charleston, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And his company is Middleton Made Knives. Quentin's a great guy. So he started out making chef knives. They are absolutely gorgeous works of art. But they are also really incredible chef's knives. I don't own one of his. I've seen them. I've handled them. I don't own a chef knife from him.
Uh-huh.
But he did a Kickstarter last year. I think this is called the Ona or the Ona 2, the Ona Mini. I think it's the Ona Mini. And he did a Kickstarter where he created 2 new knives. They're both folding knives.
Yeah.
One is much bigger. It is a folding chef's knife.
Okay.
So it's a chef's knife. I think open, it's probably 10, 12 inches long.
Gee.
But it's got a chef. See the wider blade on it
Yeah.
is more
Almost like a one of those meat cleavers.
Yeah. It's got more of a chef knife feel.
Yeah.
This one
Press and pull.
this is the Ona Mini. That's like the pocket version
Okay.
of the folding chef knife.
Yep.
And I like when I first, so I backed this Kickstarter and I got this one. And I have come to love this wider blade.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
I love it.
It reminds me of a Spyderco because I've seen that style.
Mhm. It's not, I probably should have cleaned it for video. It's not very clean.
I was judging you about that.
I'm cutting boxes and, whatever.
Right.
I open everything. I open letters with it.
Yeah.
I do everything with this knife.
Cut some jerky.
This knife, I have tried to be, because I think of the classic Southern gentleman as like, you always have a knife on you. You always have a knife on you.
You always need one.
And I used to carry a Case Sod Buster. Do you know what I'm talking about? You ever seen a sod? Classic little black single blade folding knife, brass accents, super simple, easy, made in the USA, great little knife. I hated having it in my front pocket. I hated it. I did not like carrying it in my front pocket.
Okay.
I've never been a
Clip guy.
I've never been a clip guy until this knife.
Okay.
And dude, this knife goes right here.
Right.
And I don't feel it. I never know it's there.
That's my problem. That's my problem with carrying the knife. Because I'm going into my pockets a lot. And
This one never bothers me.
and I kind of got to like work around it.
Yeah. And like my boys both carry knives kind of like this. This is the most comfortable to carry knife I've ever experienced. I've fallen in love with the wider blade.
Yep.
And like I've chopped up steak with it. Like I've done everything with this knife. It is fantastic.
Okay.
I love
Sounds
this
like
knife.
an amazing
Yeah.
quality too.
I love it. I absolutely love this knife.
Do you remember how much it is? 100 or more?
It's more than $100.
Yeah, right. It's a really good knife.
I think this is a really great knife.
A lot of those clips, I can't. They're
You
so
wanna
tight
hold it?
too.
Do you want to hold it?
I do actually.
I'll let you hold it.
I do. I want to sample this guy. A lot of the clips too are just tight, and this one looks to work. It is. I can feel it, man. It's weighty.
But I don't feel it, dude. It's so weird. When I'm emptying my pockets at night,
Yeah.
or when I'm emptying my pockets at night,
Right.
a lot of times I'll take my pants off and I'm like, oh crap, there's my knife.
There
like,
it is.
I never
forgot it was
even,
still clipped on. Yeah.
I don't feel it.
Never
it doesn't
opens
feel heavy
on you?
Nope. I never have any problems with that. I cannot say enough good things about that knife.
It's a great knife. I am a knife guy.
Okay.
The day that you don't have a knife on you is the day that
You need a knife.
there's that string you got to cut or whatever.
Yep.
It's like, hey, does anybody have a? Oh no, I don't. So I'll just have to rip the tape off like a caveman.
What's your go-to knife?
So I just carry. It's like a little lady knife, just a little lady knife that you're probably gonna roll your eyes at. All you need is a knife. All you need is a sharp blade to cut an Amazon box.
Okay.
Which is primarily what I'm doing. I'm not really like in a deal where I'm like, oh, I got to cut that limb down.
Yeah.
I just need a blade. I have a very simple, don't even know who made it. My dad and I were on a trip to Jackson Hole long time ago. And we both bought one. It's got a moose on it.
I love it.
Just kind of embedded in it.
That.
It's got that burl wood.
Yep.
With a little bit of brass. It's a very skinny, get into the letter, get into the tape.
Yep.
Kind of a surgical type blade.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have a lock on it. I mean, it's very simple.
Yeah.
And the reason I went this way is because I am a little bit of a wuss trying to get into my pocket with a clip on.
Yeah.
I've tried it. I think those knives are amazing. I think they're cool. I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But I can't get into my pocket without like just there's the scratch, there's the thing.
Yeah.
So this one's worked really well for me because it's so small. I don't realize it's in my pocket, but I can still get to it.
I think it's a great knife. Let me check it out.
Yep. There you go. Just a little. I like the look of it. It's got some sentimental value.
Yeah, of course it does.
And it's just very simple.
I love it.
But
I think it's exactly what you need.
I'm going to assume somebody up there made it in Wyoming because it's got some of that customization on it.
Yeah.
It was like at a mercantile shop that we bought them.
I have a very similar knife that stays on my little like valet tray in my closet,
Yep.
where you dump stuff. And it's a beautiful knife. I don't know. I've gotten stuck on this one.
Yep. That's good.
I think it's a great
So
knife.
far, we're 2 for 2.
You need a knife.
You do need a knife.
I think you need a knife. All right, my third one's going to be really unexciting.
Your keys. Yes.
Lip balm.
Yeah.
I go through different brands. Right now, this is a Burt's Bees just because this is what.
There's kind of a round.
Yeah, I think one of my kids put this in my stocking for Christmas.
Yep. So it's there. Burt's. I have very, very, very strong opinions about chapstick and which one works the best.
Okay. I can't wait to hear it.
And what's...
Are you about to pull one out?
I wish. This is just the one that's laying around right now. This is Generation B peppermint lip balm, the beeswax based.
I do love a peppermint when I can get them.
Oh, it's great.
When I have a peppermint, I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
I am a original chapstick guy. I will do this because it's what's laying around right now. I haven't found a chapstick in my house lately, but there's nothing that actually works the best more than chapstick for me.
You're an OG chapstick guy.
It just works the best.
Okay.
This feels like when I apply it, it's just designed to help me to make me reapply it. It doesn't like actually fix anything. It's temporary relief, but chapstick actually heals it for some reason.
I don't mind the Burt's Bees brand.
I like Burt.
You know, I think it's a good product. I really love one out of Knoxville called Solana.
Okay, great town.
Solana. My wife loves it. She carries it in her bag all the time. Sometimes I'll steal it. The tube is a little bit larger in circumference. You know, like it's probably a little bit longer.
Is it still a stick?
It's a stick. My only problem with Solana is that there's no turning thing. It's a cardboard tube. It's a pretty thick cardboard tube, and you have to push your pinky up through the bottom. Yeah, it's a push pop, and you push it up through the bottom, and like I'll get 3/4 of the way, and my pinky won't go up there anymore. And so there's more product. I know there's more product.
How do you get it back down?
But I'm like, I can't push it up anymore.
Yeah.
And so I feel
and your
like,
knife won't fit in there either.
Yeah. No, it won't. So that's my only thing. Now, this is taking me on a little bit of a sidetrack because I have an idea. I've had an idea for years.
Yeah, now somebody's going to do it.
I wish somebody would make it.
Okay.
Just cut me in on the royalties of this.
Yeah, because you're not doing anything new this year, you said.
No, I'm not doing anything new, and this is a little bit above my pay grade. Here's my one problem with a traditional chapstick or lip balm roll like this. That
I can't wait.
That has a clicker at the bottom.
Right.
This thing is going to roll around in my pocket, and it's going to push up in the cap. And so eventually...
Sometimes you open that thing up, and that sucker
It's pushed out, and it's all mashed into the cap.
I know.
And it drives me nuts. So years ago, I had this idea for like a little lock switch. You know what I'm talking about? Like a little lock switch.
Yeah.
I want there to be notches ever so often in this turning thing. And I want a little spring notch thing here that I can pull my thumb down, rotate it to that thing, and lock it where it's not going to rotate
like
in
a
my
tape
pocket.
measure.
Sort of like a tape
Kind of
measure.
like a tape.
Yes.
Just clamp it down.
Same functionality, a little bit of a different mechanism.
Right.
But I want some way of locking this in place where it's not going to spin around in my pocket. And to date, I have not found anybody that does that.
All right.
I think it's a great idea if somebody wants to steal that and do it. Just cut me in, but I'm on record right here.
Why don't we just make this smooth right here instead of having all the ridges?
Well, I think your fingers need the ridges.
You think I can't turn my chapstick without a ridge?
I don't think you could. I think you need a little grippy part to it.
Unbelievable.
I think the texture helps.
Now, are you
we going to leave them out on the table?
I don't share my chapstick guy, or you don't take somebody else's chapstick to just for some temporary relief, or are you cool with all those germs? Because people are one way or the other.
I'm cool with my wife's germs.
Wow. So
It's the only one I use.
You would never borrow it from somebody?
No.
Hard no.
Hard no.
Kids, nothing.
You know,
I'll just say I'm pretty liberal with it.
I've not been faced with a decision.
It doesn't freak me out
on my kids. I'm not in a spot where I got to go, hey, Jack, hey, Will, hey, hand me your chapstick.
I got a 9 and a 7-year-old girl. They're like, can I have that? Which is another reason for the lock.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Another reason for the lock would be they don't like twist it all the way up or down. Just leave it at the perfect amount.
Yeah, I've not been faced with a choice where either my kids want to borrow my chapstick or I want to borrow theirs. But I'll use my wife's all the time.
Yeah.
Traveling, like, hey, let me have that. Because she
carries
the one I really like.
Can get up in there far enough.
Dude, our latest trip, I was using it and I couldn't get it up in there. And because it's like a thick cardboard, I ended up mashing the top. Like you're squeezing the last bit out of a tube of
I gotta see this thing.
Like I'm squeezing the tip to get it to smush out so I can apply it. But I love the product. I just don't love the delivery of it.
I don't either. But Solana,
I'm gonna get you a tube and you'll be able to experience it.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna make a note. I don't have a pen.
Hey, Caroline, can you get a little bit more out of this for me? My pinky doesn't fit. That's what's gonna happen.
So we are 3 for 3.
We are 3 for 3.
Kind of predictable though, I think, to this point. Wallet, knife, lip balm.
Yep, especially in the wintertime.
Yeah. I'm a year-round lip balm guy.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't need it in the summer.
I love it. I love the way it feels.
Maybe sunburn.
I love the way it feels.
I'm gonna get you some chapstick, the original man.
I don't need it.
The original man.
All right, here's my fourth one.
Okay.
My handkerchief. You
got me.
I have 3 of these.
This episode just started with this one.
It just started?
With this one.
I always have it in my back left pocket. I don't know why my back left because my wallet's in my back right. I have 3 of these. They're different colors. This one happens to be purple. I have a navy blue one. I have a red one. Same design, same manufacturer. I don't know who made them, but they're made in the USA. They're labeled made in the USA. Mm-hmm. All 3 belong to my mom. So I found these whenever she passed away. I found these. I've always loved the look of like a bandana. Mm-hmm. You know, an old bandana handkerchief.
Yeah.
Like I love the look of it. It's, you know, it's torn, it's tattered, it's thin, it's soft.
Yeah. Because off the shelf, they're a little bit like...
Yeah, they're stiff and rigid.
Yeah.
And most of them today that I run into, like the modern ones that you go buy new, they're not made here. There's something about these old ones.
Yeah, not starched at all.
Yeah. Now, this one is clean. I just washed it. So you're welcome to, like, I haven't blown my nose on it or done anything like that.
Yeah, I'm a big, like, let me see
but
how
it's
this
soft.
feels, guy. Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
I love the designs on them.
And it's absorbent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's the point, right?
Yeah, so if I'm somewhere...
It looks good.
A funeral. My wife's, like, crying or something.
Yeah.
I don't know why I brought that up. We actually did go to a funeral a little while ago.
Yeah.
Or
it's nice that you thought about it.
Or if I'm in public and I'm
Is there anything more gentlemanly than to offer a handkerchief to your spouse? I mean, it's
up there.
That's the picture that
it's
I
up
just
there.
got of it.
Yeah.
Let me here's my handkerchief. I mean, that is...
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's a great one.
So
I might add that.
I have a navy, a red, and a purple, and I kind of alternate on the colors depending on... I've carried the purple one for several months now.
Yeah.
But I keep them in my bedside table where I keep these things.
Yeah.
And every day I just pick one, throw it in there.
Now, if you're like in a waiting room or whatever it is, and you're like, oh man, I got a runny nose, will you just pull that out a little bit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, in public, and it's like,
if I'm sitting in public somewhere,
that is a lost art, man. Way to go.
Yeah, if I'm in church, and like I'm about to sneeze, and there's somebody next, I will pull that out and I'll cover up and sneeze. Yeah,
because you're not carrying a Kleenex.
Nobody's carrying
a Kleenex around.
I use that thing all the time.
That's
clean my
a great
sunglasses.
one.
I clean my sunglasses.
Absolutely, can't stand a smudge.
Can't
stand a smudge.
I hate smudges on my sunglasses.
I'm going to add sunglasses as an honorable mention. I know you said that.
Yep.
I cannot drive, literally can't drive without them.
Can't do it.
On a sunny day.
Can't do it. Do you want to see mine?
It freaks me out.
Do you want me to get mine?
Yeah, you might as well.
I'm gonna. Do you have anything to match that?
I don't have anything that amazing and unique, no. And then mine are right there as well. Might as well talk about those. Because they do carry on my head. Everyday carry on the head. It also doubles as a headband for me because that's where I'm at in life right now. So, yeah. So, here's me using my shirt tail. I mean, I'm always looking for something to get the smudges off.
I have noticed...
Yours are in a case.
Yeah, because I keep them... Here's what I do. I keep these in my back. When I get to the office, I put them in here and put them in my backpack.
Got it. You don't just lay them down?
Occasionally, I'll lay them in the windowsill.
Or this? Never do that? Occasionally
not during the day. Now,
Yeah.
if I'm driving, I'm going to Publix, pick up milk and eggs.
Yeah.
That's where I'm carrying them.
Okay.
Or if I have a front pocket, I'll hang them in the front pocket.
Never been a croaky guy?
I've never been a croaky guy. I can't do it. I don't know what it is about it.
The look or the feel?
The look.
Oh man.
I'm
a cables guy.
The croakies give me the frat boy vibes.
Yeah, the original cloth.
Mm-hmm. And I just
like you're a South Carolina sig app.
Yep. And I just nothing against those people.
No offense to the South Carolina sig apps.
It's not my deal.
Okay.
So
you're going to protect yours really well.
Well, I really like
Are these Ray-Bans?
You know what? I said I put them in there, and they're sitting in the daggum windowsill.
Oh, they look great. Those look great. Fantastic. We got all day. So mine are called electrics. I'm a tortoise fan. I like tortoise. I think at a certain age you can pull them off. At this point, I don't care. Yours are slightly tortoise as well.
Yep, mine are tortoise as well. I am a.
Tell me about yours.
This is where one of my dear friends would call me la-di-da. She would say, "You're being too fancy."
Oh.
I think every man should have 2 pair of sunglasses.
All right.
I think one should be tortoise. I think the other should be black. Period.
Hands down.
That's it.
Hands down.
That's it.
No other variations.
No. I'm not okay with other variations on the sunglass. Tortoise.
Gosh,
or
I'm glad
black.
I didn't bring my Oakleys in. I'm kidding. They're black,
Are
but they do
you-
have a reflective gold lens
What's the one that all the kids are wearing? What's it called?
with like the one lens.
Yeah.
The huge one.
I can't remember.
Smith. I don't know.
No, I don't. There's some brand name.
Yes, I've seen them.
I don't remember what they're called. I
And-
can't do those.
And woe is me if I ever get those.
No.
Like they look like baseball, like they're for outfielders.
I think they should be classic. This is where like I'd love to get somebody in here and talk more about style, like just classic.
Are aviators on your list?
I can't pull off aviators, but 100%, if you can pull off aviators, I think aviators are kill.
They slap.
They are not beige flag. They are
Double green.
classic sunglasses.
Okay, but not. Yeah. Okay. You've
I think
tried
your
them.
sunglasses should have a classic look to them.
Okay.
That's my opinion. That's just the way I do it.
I think I am. I would get approvals from you then on my.
I would hope so.
I've got these, and then like my sporty Oakleys that are still the traditional frame, but they do have cable.
Yeah.
Croquis
Yeah.
on. They don't get your neck.
Are you a brand guy? Do you care?
No, not really. Not really.
I'm pretty particular about mine.
Yeah, I used to be a Costa.
Mm-hmm.
Big time Costa guy.
Yeah. It's a great brand.
And then I got in a pinch because I do lose sunglasses. I'm bad about it. That's part of the reason I like having a croquis.
I know.
And I was in a pinch at the beach one year, so I went to Sunglass Hut and I found some Oakleys that I loved. And I'm like, that's fine. They're glass, so they're going to be scratch resistant. So I went. I'm in the Oakley phase now. These are electrics. I don't even know. I don't know.
They look good though. That's a classic sunglass.
Classic sunglasses.
Yeah. These are Cruze. Krewe.
They spelled it wrong.
You dropped your sunglasses.
I did. That's the good thing about them.
These are, I don't know where they're made.
They look like they have some metal in them.
Yeah, check these out, dude.
I mean, they look.
Now I got a big head, so like you see they're pretty wide. But like these are, it's a New Orleans company, so Louisiana-based company brand.
Yeah.
And I love their stuff. I love the look of everything they do. I think everything they do is classic but stylish.
Yeah.
I don't think those will ever go out of style.
I don't either.
I like buying things that I don't feel like will go out of style.
Traditional.
Yeah.
It's almost got a Ray-Ban frame, like a standard.
Like a Wayfarer
Wayfarer.
type design. Dude,
Wayfarer's on,
those.
baby.
Hold on. This is where I feel like I need a phone. Give me your phone. I'm going to take a picture of you.
I thought you carry your phone every day. Do you not? I mean, I'm going to just say my phone is part of my EDC.
Hold on. I'm going
There,
to clean
done.
the lens. I'm
All
going to
done.
clean the lens. You got to clean the lens.
Smudgy.
See, this is good. This is good Patreon content right here. Look at this. Boom. There you go.
Thank you. There's my next one.
I did not include my phone.
Fantastic.
I
by the
love
way.
those.
Fantastic. 10 out of 10 on the sunglasses. Glad you're a sunglass driver.
Yep, I'm a Crew guy. I've got one pair like this. I've got a black pair, and
All right, my last one.
oh, you're making me nervous.
I am a very safe, trained guy. My last one.
Woo!
I carry a handgun, but my relationship with everyday carry.
You're putting me to shame right now.
My relationship to. No, I'm not. You have a handkerchief that you offer your wife when she's sad. I mean, that's amazing.
I know, but there's nothing more manly than carrying a pistol.
Look, we live in America.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I will get stirred up to the point of I have the right to defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I have the right to arm myself legally. And I'm in a phase right now with stuff going on.
Cybertrucks blowing up.
Cybertrucks
New Orleans
blowing up. New Orleans.
Looting.
Smash and grabs.
Smash and grabs.
Because I will say it is a duty, mentally and physically, to put a gun on your hip every day. I mean, it takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And this one is not a light gun. So I would like to get into the polymer frame gun. This is a Wilson Combat. It's
Can't hide money.
It's oh Lord. It's got adaptive cruise control. I'm kidding. But it was a gift. So I did not buy this. But I do want to get into the polymer frame double stack 9mm type deal, and there's a lot of different carries out there that are great for that. Yeah. Glock 19 or
that's my carry whenever I carry.
And that one is just so versatile. It's a camping gun. It does it all. But for today, I have a 1911 style 45.
Yeah, short barrel.
It's a 4.
Okay.
And I would like you to hold it.
Oh man.
And you will say that is really heavy. But it is the most accurate gun that I've shot. I mean, you could shoot 30 yards with that thing and get it to where you want it to go. My holster is leather. I'm not a big Kydex guy because of the comfortability of it.
Yeah.
So this is a pancake holster. It forms to the hip.
Yeah, it's more pliable.
It's pliable, and it goes on an angle. So I have it on an angle so that it fits into my waist a little better, right? That little
indention.
That little indention right there, which is becoming
that
less
is a heavy gun. It's a beautiful gun.
It's heavy.
But that's a heavy gun, dude.
Yeah. So, Wilson Combat.
Guns make their first appearance on the show.
When I'm in the mood, I think it is... I think it's really important to take it serious.
I agree.
And I would say, if I'm not in the mood, don't carry. That's what I tell myself. Like, if I'm not willing to operate at that level that day, then I do not need to be carrying a gun.
Yeah.
But if I am willing to take on that extra emotional burden and accept the responsibility of having it, then I think it's a good thing.
I've gone through seasons where I carry religiously. I'm in a season right now where I don't. Mm-hmm. And I don't like that. I believe if we have the right to do that,
yeah,
I believe we should take advantage of that in a well-trained, well-informed way. I'm one of those people that I don't believe every person out there should be carrying.
No.
If they're not going to take it seriously,
yeah,
and be trained and safe,
yes,
I think they could probably do more harm than good.
1,000%.
But if you are going to take it seriously and train yourself and be equipped and knowledgeable and safe with how you carry a firearm,
yes,
I believe you should be doing that.
Yep.
Because man, I think protection, personal protection, family, others. You see so many situations that people get into where a stranger ends up resolving that conflict and saving a life.
Right.
Because they were equipped and knowledgeable and they were actually taking advantage of their right to carry.
Yeah. And I think we really could have a episode on self-protection because it is last of the last resorts.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if somebody came into Starbucks, I'd probably just try to find the exit. Honestly. I do not want the rest of my life to have that event take place where I'm trying to save the world. This is the last of the last of the last. Like I've got to actually use it to get myself to safety. But if the exit's right behind me, bye. Yeah. I'm gone.
Yep.
My number one response is to leave.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
So, but it's a burden. It's totally a burden. So what would activate you? What would activate you? Something that would happen, or you're in the mood again, or wintertime's easy to carry because you can just cover it. You put a jacket on. Yeah. So what would activate you to carry?
All of my things are pretty superficial. Like right now, with all the stuff happening, it has been more top of mind for me. Like I should be back in that. I should be back in that habit. That's a good habit to have. I usually, I keep one here at the office. I keep a few scattered around the house, safely secured.
Right.
Away from children. But if something were to happen, We know how to get to it. This is going to sound so dumb, but I'm going to be 100% candid about this.
Yeah.
Mine is purely a fashion choice.
Yeah.
It is uncomfortable to wear the pants that I wear and the belt that I wear and the shirts and also have that thing going on.
For sure. Are you in the
It's a
waistband?
pain. Yeah, I'm an in the waistband.
That is hard.
Yep. I'm an in the waistband. So
Yeah.
I usually, it's going to be that holster is going to connect to my belt, but it's going to go on the inside of my pants.
Right.
Also aiming a little bit back towards my rear end.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's bulky and uncomfortable.
Not a lot of pants that are going to want to do that.
I know. And I don't
hard.
like the stiff belts.
Yeah. And
I
then
like
you gotta
it comfy.
Then you got to go to the toilet. That adds an extra 30 minutes.
I'm so ashamed of myself right now that these are the reasons why I choose not to carry protection every single day.
It's work, and it's fat. Yeah,
I know,
it's a sacrifice.
but it is a sacrifice. Yeah.
So that's where my relationship is today.
I'm convicted by this. I also think because mine is a Glock 19, that would be that's what I would be carrying.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I did. A year and a half ago, I moved to an outside shoulder. It almost looks like a fanny pack.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll have to show it to you.
Okay.
And it is.
This is
it's black. It's made out of Cordura nylon, so it's
is it like
durable.
A vest that you wear underneath,
No.
like a Miami
detective?
detective?
It looks like a slightly larger fanny pack, but it's made to wear crossbody. So I just throw it on.
Cool.
If I go to the store or something like that, not every time, but a lot of times I'll just throw it on.
Uh-huh.
If somebody's buying something off Facebook Marketplace and they're coming to my house,
Well, yeah.
I walk out in the driveway. I got this thing on.
Yeah, that's a good.
And
scenario.
it looks like you would not guess. I don't know that anybody would go, oh, there's a pistol in there.
Yeah.
It just looks like, oh, I'm just
a man
carrying.
purse.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a merce. Yeah, it does. I'm sorry. But it's got
But
a
then you
couple
put a
of
jacket
zippers.
over
It's
it?
got a couple zippers for extra magazines.
Oh, it
for
looks
extra-
like a bag.
It looks like a bag.
It's not like it's a holster in a bag-ish.
It's concealed inside the bag.
Oh, so it looks
and
like a
it's
bag.
got a
Okay.
tab up here. So the inside is like Velcro material. So the holster is Velcroed really securely right on the inside of the bag.
Yeah.
And it's got a zipper that goes all the way around, and it's got a long pull tab that you pull up, and then you zip it up to the center. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I can put my hand, if I'm wearing it, I can cover my hand like this. I can cover it and grab that pull tab and pull down, and the gun's exposed right there.
Oh,
And that's,
phenomenal.
I like it.
I'd love to see that.
But it also gets a little bit like, oh gosh, am I going to put this thing on and walk
Yeah.
around? And
I know. And think about it.
yeah.
It's emotional capacity.
Yep.
So.
So, but I'm convicted by that. I do have two more.
Okay.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You're done.
My pockets are empty.
You don't.
Oh, a watch.
You wear a watch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't go anywhere without wearing my
I
watch.
sleep in this thing. It never comes off except
You
when I
sleep in that?
shower. Yes, my sleep score and my HRV are very important to me.
You sleep
I
in
know.
your watch.
Again, it's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
But it's worth
Yeah.
my health.
I do not sleep in my watch.
Well, I wouldn't sleep in that one either.
I love watches. I used
do
to be a collector of watches.
Yeah, me too.
Not out of control. Like I think max I had like 5 or 6. I love watches.
Mine are all sitting in my little container in
Yeah.
my shelf.
Yeah. Oh, you still have multiple.
Yeah. But I've worn, but I don't, they're probably out of batteries.
I know. But I bought this one. This is a 1977. That's my birth year.
What a great year.
Yeah. And our friend Bill Hampton used to own this watch.
Wow.
And he was going to get rid of it. And he said, hey, do you want to buy it? And I said, I only want to buy it if it's a 1977.
That's the brand.
No, that's the year it was made. It's a Rolex, but it's a beat up Submariner.
Whoa.
It's a 1977 Rolex Submariner. And I bought it from him for nothing. He basically gave it to me.
That's amazing.
But I ran the serial number on it, and
Yeah.
lo and behold, it was a 1977 model. It was like it was meant to be.
I really respect that you can pull off the linked watch look.
I moved back and forth between
Yeah.
this band, which is the original Oyster band, and a NATO strap, a fabric NATO strap.
You can switch it out?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
I've worn this one for about a year.
Okay.
This is the original one that came with it.
Yeah.
But you can take this off in 60 seconds.
I haven't worn a linked watch in years.
Yeah.
But there's something about it.
There's something about
Still
it.
classic.
I agree.
It's a classic.
So I moved to the original band about a year ago, maybe, off of a fabric strap. You know what a NATO strap is?
Yeah.
Like a single strap that rolls up through it and then flips around. But I love NATO straps. Durable.
Right.
You swap them out, different colors. I love that kind of thing.
Is that more of a function for you or fashion? Why you wear that watch every day? Because it does just tell the time.
It does just tell the time. I could dive in it if I wanted to. If I needed to, I could go up to like
30 meters.
I think it's like 600 meters.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Don't want to try that. I don't want to try that. Part of my reason I can't get back. Do you remember our episode on our holiday gift guide?
Yeah.
Everything was measured. It was super geek stuff for me.
Yeah.
I have way too much information
on
here.
that, and you love that.
And I love the information.
I have looked. What brand is that?
Garmin. 935 Forerunner.
Is it okay? Does that have the LED screen?
I think it does. It's pretty bright.
Yeah, I think that's an LED screen.
Yeah.
I have looked at those recently.
They've really upgraded.
Yeah.
They've really stepped it up.
I've looked at those recently because I would be interested in measuring some things.
Okay.
Mostly sleep related, heart rate, stuff like that.
I would go with the Aura Ring because if you're just looking for that, it's something that's a little more concealable when you're sleeping. Because it took some getting used to, man.
Really?
Yeah. You're sleeping with a watch
But it's
on.
lightweight, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even notice it anymore.
This is I think Rolex is one of the world-class brands.
You think? Of course it is. It's amazing. I never knew that was a Rolex.
I would not be wearing it if I had not been able to purchase it at a really great deal.
Sure.
And
it's meaningful.
And it's meaningful. It's my kids, one of my sons will inherit this watch one day.
It fits into your traditional bins.
It's very classic.
Yeah.
It's understated. I love that you said, I would never have known that. I think most people, if you don't know.
Could have been a fossil.
Yeah, if you don't know, I don't know that anybody would look at it and go, "Oh, that's a Rolex," which I like. I don't want what comes with that.
Look at that
like,
guy.
oh, you think you're, no.
Right.
But it's a birth year Submariner. I think
Classic.
the Submariner is one of the all-time classic watch designs. I don't know that there is a better overall watch design ever created than the Submariner.
I mean, it's 40-something years old.
47, 48 this year. Yeah.
And you don't have to change the oil. You don't have to get the brakes done. I mean,
you do have to
just keeps
service
going.
them.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to. Like I had mine serviced last year. It had to have a crystal replaced on it. So you do have to service them.
What if you're a watch servicer? What does that guy do? Just
I think that kind of stuff is fascinating.
Okay. I
Taking the case back off.
put some
the
WD-40
gears.
on there.
Yeah, all the little springs and gear, because it's an automatic. It doesn't have a battery.
It's got a new timing belt.
So
It'll take you another 10 years.
As long as I'm wearing it and moving, it stays ticking.
Yeah.
But like I didn't wear it over the weekend because of the snow.
Oh, it's one of those.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Move around with it and it stays going.
But I didn't wear it for like 3 or 4 days over the snow weekend, and so it was off by like a day, and I had to.
You could really be that guy and get one of those watch store things that you put in your closet and you put it on there and
I had that.
And it moves. I
had it, yeah. Because I like automatics. I'm not really a battery run watch guy.
Yeah.
I like automatics. And they require that they're moving. They require activity.
You can just put it on Huck.
Jeez Louise.
They would never run out of battery.
He'd be pooping out a watch the next day.
Is it really that bad?
Dude, it's terrible.
Man,
he ate an entire...
He's a teenager.
He ate an entire tin. One of our kids left an entire tin of Costco peanuts upstairs in our bonus room. And dude, we went up there one day. It's empty.
Best day ever.
He pooped out peanuts for 2 days. I was like, oh my gosh, this dog. We can't leave an entire can of peanuts out.
No Rolexes.
Here's my last thing.
All right. Yep.
My chain.
Okay.
I started wearing it. It's a sterling silver chain. Mm-hmm. It's got 2 little tags on it, one of which has my wife's name on it. Look how dirty they are, dude. Can you clean these? You got to be able to clean this.
I'm fresh out of ideas on tags.
There's got to be a way to clean this.
Yeah, there's silver. There's stuff that you treat your silver china with.
One has my wife's name on it and something that we say to each other written on the other side. And then the other one has 2 of my kids' names on one side, the other 2 names on the other side. And I don't go anywhere without wearing it.
When you take it off, is it over the head or do you have to unclip it?
It's over the head. So it's long
when you
enough.
go to bed-
it's long enough.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty long.
Got it.
So, and I've worn this for probably 15 years.
Wow. So did you go back and add names to it?
I did.
Yeah.
I added 1 name to it. No, I guess it's been less than that because when I originally had them made, I had 3 kids' names and then my wife. And I added the new guy 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
9 years ago.
That's really special.
And I love it. I don't go to church without it. I don't go to the grocery store. Yeah. When I get up in the morning, when I shower, when I get dressed,
it goes on.
I put this on.
Yeah.
And my kids have come to love it because it makes this.
There's
makes
Dad.
This noise. Now,
He's got to go to the bathroom.
I can't sneak up on them.
No, you can't.
So if they're doing something and I'm like, I need to go see what they're doing.
Ding, ding,
I have
ding,
to like
ding,
do
ding.
this.
Yeah.
I have to do that.
Like your carry bag.
But they love when I come in the door. They hear it. And they're like, "Oh, Dad's home."
Yeah.
I can hear.
Jing, jing.
He's like a little dog coming in the door.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. There's Rufus.
My kids have come to love it, and then,
I
I don't
love
know.
that.
That's fun for me. I love that. So sometimes it can
like
be a
that.
little noisy,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
but that's special to me. You will not find me not wearing it.
Great one to end on. Great one. I mean,
That's the last one I got.
that's special.
This was kind of fun.
This is a great one.
The things that we carry every
Learn
day.
about it.
You're carrying a honking old pistol.
It's a
over
big
there.
old pistol.
That thing weighs
a honker.
more than everything else.
I don't recommend
on you.
it. I don't recommend it. I need to upgrade.
Something with some polymer in there.
Yeah. Less metal,
Reduce the weight.
more bullets.
Keep the functionality.
Right. More bullets, less weight.
Okay. And I did not include my phone. I hate it. I hate my phone.
I do too. Get it out of here.
Get it out of here.
Get out of here with that.
Well, this was good. I like this one.
Let's hit a mailbag bowl.
Oh, yeah. You want to grab the ball?
Gentleman question.
You're going to ask it this time.
Okay. Here we go. So we polled 100 people, surveyed the audience, and the top 6 answers are up on the board.
Hey,
Ready?
by the way, we're Family Feud nuts.
Are you really?
Oh.
Have you bought the
ever
game?
watch it?
Have you bought the
No,
game?
No.
Great game.
Every night, though, we're watching 1 or 2 episodes before we go to bed.
That's fun.
Steve Harvey is hysterical.
It's great.
And, dude, those...
It's a little racy sometimes now, too.
Sometimes
I mean,
it's a
Steve
little
loves a
racy.
little bit of that.
He
like,
loves a little bit of that
Ooh,
edge.
are you serious?
Yeah, he's a funny dude, though.
This is from the Preppy Budgeter.
Okay.
From my husband in Fort Smith, Arkansas.
All right.
Favorite cigar to enjoy?
I'm going to be no help on this one.
Really?
I love the smell of a cigar.
Okay.
I love the idea of a cigar.
Yeah.
I physically cannot smoke them. I can't breathe for 3 days if I smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I am probably twice a year.
Yeah.
Like very seldom. Had one on New Year's. And I can't do it straight. I have to have something to cut it with.
What does that mean?
Like a bourbon or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah.
it's tough. I mean, it's strong
Yeah.
and gets my heart rate elevated. I mean, it's to do a whole cigar, it's something.
And are you really like I don't know I would guess you're not inhaling.
No,
that
it's a
thing.
straw. So
Right.
like you're drinking out of a straw, but you do not inhale.
Yeah.
You won't be able to inhale it.
Yeah.
It'll mess you up. So, but I don't like a dark wrapper. Mm-hmm. So Maduro is probably the darkest that I can get before it gets way too spicy,
Okay.
way too strong, and then that will put me out like for a day.
Oof.
Too strong, too much. So I'm a light wrapper guy, just real mild. I can't handle real big, bold, strong,
like
dark
Swisher
rappers.
Sweet.
Backwoods. I haven't had a backwoods since college. And then probably the Monte Cristo is like the classic. It's the right size. I don't like too long of a smoke. Just give me. I would even do like a smaller one. I don't even know the names of them, but a Monte Cristo is probably my all-time classic all around. It's nice. And then every once in a while, I like a box cut. So a box cut cigar, it's square.
Okay.
So they press them. They're pressed in a box.
Okay.
And that one just,
I didn't even know that was
just
a
feels
thing.
good in the hand. There's something about the difference of it. Like I love a good box cut.
Okay.
So
So
I'll
it's
send
not
that one
round.
out to Fort Smith.
It's not round.
Not.
Four sides.
Box cut. You learned it.
Interesting. I had no idea that existed.
And then I do have a specific cut that I enjoy. So you can just
Like the way you trim it?
Yep, you can cut the end off just with a regular cut. They also make something called a V cut, and it's like a press. So you stick the end in one, and you like whichever one you're wanting, and it's just like a V. It kind of looks like a like that.
A diamond shape?
Yeah, like
almost?
a diamond shape
Okay.
almost, and
All
it slices through it. And supposedly the burn is a little better with it. But a V cut, Monte Cristo, or box press, Fort Smith, Arkansas.
I love this.
Get on it.
I'm glad that you knew something about that because I love the smell.
Not many.
I love the smell.
My body, I can't handle it.
And I love the idea. Of sitting around with some dudes, having a good bourbon, smoking a cigar, talking about life. I love that idea. And I'm around a lot of people who love that. And I wish I could do it. I tried recently, and I was like, I cannot do this. It just messes me up for a few days.
It's good.
This was a good one.
Well done.
All right, Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Thanks for being here, Fort Smith. Preppy Budgeter.
What do you got to tell people?
I want to tell you guys to keep coming back, y'all.
That's it. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out the other videos on our channel and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos.
And if you're tired of seeing our faces talk, you can go the audio only route and catch us on Apple and Spotify. If you do that, be sure to subscribe, give us a rating and a review so that we can reach more people.
See y'all next week.